We are here to do your channel messages and what I see for your star sign in each month. Now, if you do like this content, remember to click the bell. And also, we do have a brand new edition, which is the Romance Zone. So stay tuned for that. I will be bringing those channel messages with the tarot live by mid-month. So if you do wish this content ahead of the game, you can join a YouTube membership where I pre-release these a week ahead. Take care, and let's have a look at what I see for your zodiac sign this month. Goodness, Capricorn, are you excited about March 2023? Well, to some degree, I hope you are, because you are going to be alleviated of a particular transit that has been a bugbear over the last 20 years for you. For you, this has been a very interesting transformation that has been happening for you, and I'm very excited for you to have a brand new beginning. Now, without further ado, let's have a look at what I see coming up for your zodiac sign. This month is being compartmentalized into two components. The first month, we do have a string of transits happening, one in which Saturn will be moving into the house of Pisces. We also will have the full moon on the 7th occurring, which is going to be in the house of Virgo, which we'll talk about in a moment. The second half of the month, we're having Mars exit Gemini, moving into the house of Cancer with its own strain of dramas. Nevertheless, it's moving. And Pluto entering the house of Aquarius. So we will have a look at that. For you, you have had Pluto really transiting your first house for the last 20 years. So I do particularly feel a lot of you are going to feel this energy point blank from the beginning of the month. And many of you may have been feeling this dynamic playing out at quite a karmic level by mid-February. It is because it entered the critical degree point. I do particularly feel in the month of March, as soon as we get out the gate, there can be a lot that you are unpacking and planning and dealing with. And I do see a lot of paperwork for some reason. This can be really having a lot on your plate, having to communicate, having to go back and forward to really tie up some, what could you say, loose ends. I do feel there can be a lot of unpacking where it does come to your confidence, your wealth, your speaking style, and I definitely see this a key area. I do particularly feel if there is a negotiation where it does come to your wealth and it has been a pressure point, I do feel you're going to reap those rewards. So drop me a PM and tell me how it goes. Mars in Gemini has been causing some aggravation, especially if you have been burning the candle at both ends. Now, this may be through your beliefs. This may be through dramas of what you're trying to carry, or work, no play, so to speak. And I do feel that's really going to be changing for you. I do particularly feel if there has been issues surrounding a pet or an animal, it's going to dissipate, to try and be patient, but to also be super aware of your eating, any habits that are coming up, emotional eating, emotional drinking. If people are leaving things to you to do, create the boundary. That's all I'm saying. I do particularly feel some of you are not having that balance, and it has been hard probably since August last year. It is coming in. You may have felt that you metaphorically fell off the bandwagon, and it was like trying to get your diet in order, a lot of things going on, missing meals. I feel it's going to continue probably until about the 25th, but there is a potential by mid-month if you're in their awareness and you're trying to do all you can to stay organized and methodical, you're going to get a lot more done. Be very careful around pets. Don't underestimate, especially with your transits currently. You can be more prone to animal bites. So FYI on that level at this point in time. Look, I really do feel as we move to mid-month, there's potentials of changes really happening in your relationship sector. The one area I also feel that you need to be super aware of is the 12th of March. Why is that? We do have Jupiter in Aries making a conjunction to Aries in Chiron. For you, this lands in your fourth house of home, family, siblings, daily routine. You could have some lucky wins. You may have some expansion of problems surrounding that situation. Some of you that are wanting to launch home based businesses, this can be quite a, what would you say? Opportunistic time to address such. Look at the themes that come up, but particularly there can be a subject matter coming up surrounding mother. Try to avoid conflict whereby you can. Those of you that own properties, it may increase in value. Definitely be careful of conflict with siblings. I do feel as we move into the second part of the month, there's going to be a lot of activity on the homes front. This can be where you're having a new chapter. It can be a partner moving in. It can be signing a new contract. It can be a new circumstance happening around pregnancy or birth. I don't see this as a negative thing, but I definitely think it's happening quite quickly. Those of you that have wanted to maybe make a decision and go down a brand new chapter, the 21st is a new moon in Aries. It is happening at 0 degrees, which is deemed as the critical degree point. We are going to be having an eclipse in Aries yet again next month. We have another moon. Pay attention to that. I really do feel these dynamics with Aries are quite key due to the fact our nodes are shifting. Okay. I do feel the overindulgence is a possibility. Although there are these transits that are helping us really address these things, there's also a possibility of something coming to an end where it does come to a skill that you were doing. Maybe you were training somebody, maybe you wanted to go on a holiday. Hmm. I see for some of you there could be a need to travel, but it could be in order to tie up loose ends, closure, peace, reconciliations are possible. Some of you can be going to a spiritual ceremony of some description. Some of you could be choosing to renew vows and have a new beginning. Some of you may be interacting and, how can I say, you may be attracting a person from a foreign culture. I do feel lady luck can come in the form of clubs, restaurants. This can also be a creative venture or a sibling, meeting a partner through chance. This can even happen at the oddest of locations. This could even be a dietitian, a cafe, or a restaurant. Those of you currently in a relationship, as we do move to the second part of the month, I do particularly feel there can be some intensity. This can be both in the things of what you're wanting to do in your daily schedule and how you're able to make yourself available for love, single or couple. As Mars moves into Cancer on the 25th, there is a potential for many of you that you will feel more vivacious. And I do particularly see you could go on a radical diet or be highly active. For some of you, you can be more firm, especially if you feel you're in a relationship that is not respecting the boundary or your feelings. This can bring about conflict and an altercation. I do really, at a collective level, feel we may even see domestic violence in some shape or form. There is a potential. Hmm. Oh, I do feel for some of you, they're definitely saying pregnancy. Be really careful. If it's something you're not ready for, be really careful. There is a possibility of surprise pregnancies. For some of you, this could be your children. Your children could be announcing that they're pregnant, that they're um, they're entering into a relationship. It could be that they're falling pregnant. You could be starting a creative project, or it could be that you fall pregnant. Okay, as we move to the 23rd, this is where it all happens. And I still feel you're going to feel it the entire month. Pluto has been transiting your first house for 20 years. You're like, what? 20 years? Yeah, 20 years. And it has been affecting us all individually as well as at a collective level. For you, because it is your first house placement, you being able to get things off the ground, make those changes, going through changes, be it it's in your body, be it it's in your life, be it it's in people's projections. You personally have gone through, um, what could you say? It's like there's a movie that's come out on Netflix, and I had a girlfriend saying this to me the other day. I'll keep her completely top secret. And she was talking about the fact that she is writing a book and it has no chapters. So how could we articulate that? And there's a movie that's being released, and feel free to drop me a PM and tell me, what the movie's called. It's on Netflix, and it's basically a bunch of chapters, and you can watch them in any form, and they're all going to make sense, regardless of what format you choose to watch it in. That's really, for you, every time you've tried to shift something, you've evolved. This could have been, for some, it might have been aesthetically, physically, intellectually, in your way you articulate things and the roles you've taken and the expectations people have needed of you. It's been hard hitting. You now have the opportunity by the 23rd, it can become very intense. Try to do everything you can to keep grounded. Try to not take on more than you have to. Be open to potentials that are coming towards you. This can be a beautiful brand new beginning. Some of you may decide to leave a situation, and you may have only taken it due to maybe a goal that you had in mind. It might have been a role in a career or something to that degree. As we do move towards this date, we are going to have the PDF of Pluto's next transit. It's going to be sitting here for a short while, where it will dip back into the House of Capricorn, but nevertheless, you are going to be given a break from that frequency. As it moves into Aquarius, this is linking to your second house. Definite changes of diet, definite changes in assets, upgrading of your net worth. Pay rises are directly possible. And really looking at, have we been underselling ourselves, and is there potential for growth there? I wish you the very best for March. Look after yourselves. If you do want me to tune into your energy, be it via astrology or psychic, feel free to go to our membership or to book a personal session. I will check in with you during the month for your tarot and psychic energy in your romance house. If you want to join us, come through. Otherwise, take care, beautifuls, and I wish you the very best.